I'm an avid cyclist. I have a group of friends here I ride all the time with. It was Labor Day, September 1st, 2014, never forget the date. I was riding the last mile and a half, and I was almost home, literally 2 houses away, when I got hit by a car pretty hard on the left side of my body and got thrown from my bicycle. This is the spot, the famous spot. I was coming down the hill here and made a left.
I consistently walk with a friend. I came down the hill and I immediately knew it was him. He was on the ground. And there was a jogger there, already had called, for assistance. He was groggy, but he was trying to sit up and he was trying to be responsive. And so when the ambulance and first responders got there, I think they looked at his age and they thought, well, maybe he had a heart attack. Like, nobody really jumped to the conclusion that he had been struck. And there was not any sense of the extensiveness of his injuries at that point. And then they very quickly got him over to Suburban to the emergency room. I'll get emotional about this, but there was a shift change. And this nurse came on and she immediately got all over it, saying, no, we're airlifting him up to Hopkins Bayview. The surgeon came right to us and explained what they were going to have to do to basically glue his brain to prevent this bleed from continuing. And at that point, they said to us what type of vehicle struck him. That was the first time we had any sense of that. His whole left side of his body was broken. All his ribs, front and back, his pelvis, it was shocking. He was probably in the intensive care for about 3 weeks because as he was recovering, becoming more alert, the family, we'd sit with him, we would talk to him, and he looked at us with nothing, besides confusion or, now I can read it as frustration, but at the time, he wasn't responding to us. And it was very hard. And in fact, they were starting to have conversations with me about long-term care, like what it might look like for him. One afternoon, a nurse came in, who was a Spanish-speaking nurse, and she said, oh, Menendez, does he speak Spanish? And his brother's like, yeah. So she started speaking Spanish to him and he started responding. Not speaking yet, but she told him to, because it would always be move your toe, move your leg, move your arm. And he would just look at us and he started doing everything. And I'd say within 24 hours, he started to speak and respond. So Spanish had come back first and he hadn't gotten his English language yet.
When I left Hopkins, I couldn't put any weight whatsoever on the left side of my body because of all the surgery. So it took a while to slowly build that up, where I did toe touch first and used a walker, and then ultimately went to crutches. And Laura was watching over me, and then I started working on her as to when can I get back on a bike. Since I've been back on a bike, we've done some unbelievable bike riding. So this one is Alpe d'Huez, this one is Alpe. My friend and I, we went up and did 2 very famous mountain rides that they ride on the tour all the time, Alpe d'Huez and Mont Ventoux.
I think throughout life, there's little angels that come into you. I don't remember that nurse. I don't know her name. She wasn't one that I consistently knew made all the difference. He could not have gotten better care. Everybody that was there, every nurse that came in, everyone that, took care of him, worked on him, the surgeons and, the whole staff, definitely saved his life.